Hello, wherever and whenever you are, and welcome back to the Underdark. So, speaking of cameras, mine's a bit off as well. Welcome back, everybody, and a huge welcome to everyone who's joining us. It's lovely to have so many of you here already. Let me scroll back, make sure I don't miss anybody. A big hi hello to our friends, DM Charlie and Papa Dragon. Good to see you. Daisy, hey, hello. I'm microbiologist. Hey, Jason, how you doing, mates? And Lee, hey, Lee. Happy lurking. And who else is around? We have Nuclean as well. Good to see everybody. Welcome in. And thank you for joining us for our latest session of Out of the Abyss. We'll catch up in what's going on with our adventurers in just a moment. But not only a massive thank you to all of you lovely people over there, but also, of course, to our channel sponsor at the moment, CZRPG, and all of the fantastic good giveaways that they are sponsoring for us at the moment. If you want your chance to win a fantastic encounter bundle from CZRPG, ! Enter into the chat there for your for your chance to win, and we shall get that at the end. Hey Mac, how you doing? Right, okay, so as we roll on through here, not only you lovely people over there in chat, also everyone out there in the VOD squad, thank you for catching up with our adventures whenever you can. If you are not already, please considering, look at that dread hype, nice. If you are not already, consider heading over to our YouTube and giving us a sub there. And you can catch up with all of the VODs and all of the goings-on of our other campaigns and previous campaigns and all the stuff going on over there. And Twitter and Instagram are there as well if you want news about what is going on with our various games and what's coming up. But, of course, if you want to get the scoop on what's going on before anyone else, we have our followers Discord. If you are not already, please give us a follow and we will shoot you an invite to the followers Discord, and you can jump in there and get news of what's happening and things that are coming up before anyone else. So there might be an announcement happening today after we go offline from this session, so please have a look at that and see what is going on, and some exciting things coming up very, very soon. So I look forward to sharing that with everybody over on the Discord first and then other spots later on. Now, as we continue here, let us also say a massive thank you to the other sources of music, such as this creepy stuff that we have going on at the moment. If you would like to check out the various sources of royalty-free, copyright-free music that we use in our different projects, head on over to any of the VODs on YouTube, and in the information boxes it has all the links to those wonderful channels and Patreons and the like. Now, that said, let us also give a huge shout out to Out of the Abyss artist, boom, Ryutoshi, aka Saladman, over on Instagram there, who did these beautiful, beautiful portraits for us. And I'm looking forward, if I ever get to the end of my list of artists that I would like to commission, and I start looping around and reworking through them, they will definitely be getting another call from me. I love this style, and so good. I think this is the only time I've seen portraits on another stream. I was like, I want those, and quickly found out who they were. As the streamers were very nice and shared who it was and introduced us to Ryutoshi. Now, as we are rolling on in through here, let us also say a massive thank you to the wonderful Sirenscape for allowing us to give this music and sound effects and all of the wonderful things into your eardrums wherever you are in the world, players or viewers alike. If you want to have a free trial, head on over to sirenscape.com and you can have a free 30-day trial, at the end of which, if you fall in love with it like we have, you can become a Super Siren subscriber and enjoy all of the stuff that they have going on in your games too. Now, I'm quite noisy. Calm down. There we go. Okay, everyone, so let us jump into our game. I think I have not forgotten anything. Yep, that is everything. Now, last time we were down here in the Underdark, our brave adventurers were continuing their expedition through Rockblight, the wild, unrestored, unclaimed exterior of Blingdenstone, the Sverfneblin Underdark gnome city. The outskirts have not been restored or reclaimed since the Drow invasion and massacre of the Sverfneblin drove them from their home. But now they have returned, and with our adventurers' help are hoping to reclaim the entirety of their city. a druid, a Underdark druid, and the rulers of the Sverfnebelin community asked them to come out here and cleanse a temple, reconsecrate a temple for them, which is the mission that they are on. And also in the catacombs of the temple, within the habitated parts of Blingdenstone, they met a ghost of one of the old Sverfnebelin guardians of the city, who asked them to retrieve the remains of Sverfnebelin lost beyond the borders of the habitated region and return them to the catacombs. So, with these two missions in mind, they headed out here into Rockblight, an area of the outskirts haunted by a strange elemental force corrupting the earth elementals and various other earth creatures that the rock gnomes usually use in their defense, and sending them crazed and violent into their once protectees. The other problem facing the community here is the large number of oozes that seem to be drawn to the area, particularly the northeast area of the unclaimed parts of the city. With these two problems converging, the rulers, the leaders of the Sverfnebelin, are in dire straits and have asked our adventurers to help them in any way that they can, and in return they shall guide them, finally, to the surface and out of the Underdark. Not out of the Abyss just yet, out of the Underdark, at least. As they made their way through the tunnels, they ran into something that they had been warned about and were worried was going to show up. They ran into a Medusa that seemingly seemed to once have been one of the drow that invaded the city, but turned into a Medusa through her own misdeeds. The battle was difficult. Their giant spider friend, Webster, was changed, petrified into a statue of their former self. But as they battled against the Medusa, Zakan using their blind sight ability, Corbin using all of their monk abilities to still attack despite not being able to look directly at the creature, Alora, at the end, was able to dash in and goading the Medusa with elven taunts, the drow famous for disliking the elves of the surface, drew her gaze, at which point she offered up a mirror. A mirror which, with the light of Zakan's celestial magic illuminating the scene, the Medusa caught her own reflection, and as she lay down one last strike on the cleric Zakan, her arms stiffened, her body stiffened, her writhing snake hair stiffened, and she, too, was petrified by her own curse, and left a statue at the entrance to her lair. A lair that our adventurers, I believe, are quite keen to explore. So, as we return to our adventure here, let us chat to these adventurers, two of them at least. Our friend Zakan will be with us very soon. And let us jump right into today's adventure as we continue our campaign out of the Abyss. Now, as we delve back here into the creepy depths of Rockblight, who are you? Who are you playing? And where are they at right now, Elora?
Hello, my name is Sam. I play Alora. She is a high elf rogue assassin from Mythdraenor and now destroyed city, which she is supposed to inherit, but we won't talk about that. She ran away from home and started an outlaw band and was captured by the drow on one of her ventures. Met all these lovely people here. Now carries two very cool swords, a Moonblade and Dawnbringer, and is currently ready to find new treasures now.
Indeed. Let's just see what awaits below. Corbin, how about you?
Hi everybody, I'm a Buns, and I'm playing Corbin, our changeling druid / monk. And they walked down into the Underdark on purpose. I've made a few animal friends and people friends along the way, and have decided that they would be much better off continuing to explore their odd connection they seem to have with the Underdark. Right now, they are very different than when they first came down here. Very bubbly and happy, and like most retail jobs, they're now dead inside. Or at least they will be if something doesn't bring their baby back to them.
Indeed.
They're already trying to
Webster.
figure out their emotions, but
Okay, so speaking of rock blight, the outskirts of the city, let us skip on over here to that map. These beautiful maps for this campaign. Love these city maps. Here they are. Did it work? No, I'm on the wrong layer. Do not read too much into that, players. Why I was on the GM layer putting things that you can't see, you need not worry about. Now, as we return here to Rockblight, here are our adventurers at the entrance to the lair. Where Zakaran is standing right there at the moment, actually, is where the lair is. Out of the way, you. There we go. See the stairs descending down, and then the shaded area, that darker area, represents the cavern beneath. So, Elora, Corbin, what would you like to do? I think Zakan is just like, now, please, I'm just gonna take a moment here. And he turns to there's like a shorn off stalagmite, which has created this little kind of pedestal of stone near the entrance. Actually, no, it'd be one of the crystals. Remember, this cavern here has all of these crystals growing out of the surface. Refract.
like the reflective ones, right?
Right, yeah, that's got the light has been refracted through them in a rainbow of colours all over the interior of this cavern. And he plumps down on a smaller one of those, more table-like one of those crystals, and leans heavily on his quarterstaff. Well, no matter the power of Elistray, these bones are not what they used to be. You're lucky, Corbin.
Sorry, shiny.
Yeah,
you take a seat. You rest. It's fine. Do you need
Yes.
a blanket or something? they're like really starting to look at things. Also,
quite warm, thank
do
you.
we have something to stop that? And they're like, Will Smith gesturing to the spider statue.
To Webster.
Mm-hmm.
Elora, do you have something to do with that?
I believe we were carrying one single.
Yeah, like one thing, and it was like, hopefully nobody else gets me to sell.
Right. We
Because
have
it'll be done with us.
I mean,
Upstairs.
the Swerfneblin in the city definitely talks about the Medusa in the singular.
Yeah.
Right? So as long as
Right.
there are no basilisks. Sorry, Laura.
Thank you for that. I feel comfortable using this for Webster. I don't believe we'll be encountering any more of these unless they purposefully left out some information. So how about we bring Webster back?
If you think that's best.
You also remember the head of the Swerfneblin guard was quite keen on you proving that you had killed the Medusa.
And that's what they kind of like look over at the fallen Medusa, and you're like, okay, well we should definitely bring Webster back. And they're like, and that's why they say it that way. They're like, if that's what you think is best, and you just see them go towards the Medusa.
Yes.
And I have a sickle, so it's not like this is gonna be hard.
Petrified.
Just grabbed by
It
the
is
stick.
very literally very hard.
Ooh, but I have mold earth, and so then could I kind of like crumble the rest of the body, only leaving the head?
Does it work on stone as well? Because stone
I
shape
think
shape is a
depending
thing.
on
Isn't it?
what type. I believe stone shape's a thing. Hold on, let me jump over to my.
Please do. Could you give us a quick read?
Too many tabs. Too many tabs.
Tell me about it.
Okay.
Also,
Spells.
have you rolled all of your HP every time you've leveled up? 28 seems low for a level 5.
I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know. Just go be honest with you. I do not know.
Fine. HPU needs them.
I take glass cannon very seriously.
You did just defeated Medusa. I don't know if you want to make this level 6 or.
Right? Seems like a milestone to me. Feature spells. Work with me.
Moldstone. It's a race. It's a race, a race, a race. Let's see who is the fastest.
Level 6. Level 6.
Yeah.
Who's that? Wait, Justin. Welcome. Good to see you. It's been a while.
Just seeing if I can destroy it satisfactorily.
Yep. Choose a portion of dirt or stone that you can see within range that fits within a 5-foot cube, such as a Medusa's neck.
As an example, you know.
And if let's see, loose earth is different. You can cause shapes, colors, or both to appear on the stone, spelling out words or images. If the stone is on the ground, you can make it difficult terrain. I mean, it does. It says you can move. Oh no, that's just doesn't do damage. I mean, it's a cantrip. I'm just gonna say you just spam it until.
Yeah.
Right.
It will be weirdly methodical. As you're tending to Webster, it will be weirdly methodical than just kind of plucking this Medusa head off. Very methodically.
It says you can carve patterns in stones. You just carve a line in the same spot
concerning.
Over and over again.
Like their dart glows, like their mask kind of does the butterfly effect. Their dart, like the dart on their finger glows, and they're just like having a little too much fun.
Only time we'll tell is on the DM side. Thank you. Only time we'll tell. Medusas are weak. No level for you.
Oh,
Aww.
emoji. There it is.
Ooh.
Okay. Oh, by the way, if you're joining us for the first time this week, we have our new animated emoji as well. New toys. No. Yes, now exit stage right. It's like, nope, out of here. Okay. Unfortunately, the ones that fly onto screen are not animated, but that makes sense. That would be very hard. So, yes, after a short time, Aloria, you kind of... Aloria, what are you doing whilst Corbin is doing some stonework? Yeah.
Right, so Laura's gonna be going up to Webster and kind of patting Webster and being like, okay, let's bring you back. And also, hopefully, your mother will
Cheers,
feel
Justin.
much better.
Okay, so yes. Cheers, only time I tell. So yeah, you bring forth the potion that you got in the market of Blingdenstone. Apparently from basilisk gut venom. I don't know what it is. Whatever the chemical in the basilisk's gut that returns
Folic acid.
It returns stone to physical flesh, so that they can digest it. And you, apparently this basilisk, this basilisk essence brought to this first Surf Neblin merchant by none other than Dritz Duerden, the only drow to be, permitted and allowed in the city here. And you bring forth the potion and kind of sprinkle it liberally across the fuzzy, once fuzzy abdomen.
Just potion babes.
of Webster. And as you're patting the stone, you slowly feel that fuzzy butt come back to fuzziness. And Corbin, as there's a final cast of the magic there, and the Medusa's head just goes dunk, and one of the snakes snaps off as it hits the ground. Probably the one that bit you. You turn around, and
that one's for me.
you turn around, and you are also cast to the ground as a giant spider leaps at you and it grabs you in an 8-legged embrace and just bears you to to the ground with its weight. And there's just
Some poor person, if
eight
they
eyes
were to
and
come
mandibles
upon
just
us,
right up in your face.
would
It's like,
they, right? If anybody were to come up on, they would surely think I'm being attacked.
yes.
Thankfully there's nobody around, but it is a very cuddly hug. And
Yes, indeed.
They seem a little bit better, but they also seem like there's like this look of I need to make some decisions. But they don't let them go. I would like roll for hug. It's the huggiest hug.
The fuzziest hug.
It becomes one of those like when a parent finds their kid after losing them in the mall kind of a thing, like lifting up its legs to make sure everything's where like, do you go like this? Do you have mobility? Are you okay?
Yep, he's okay. He is back to his former self.
Yes, Daisy.
And somewhere up in Icewind Dale, Judge Jordan like suddenly looks up, nods approvingly, pats his own panther companion.
So they're a little bit happier than what they were when they first went over there, mumbling to get it. They come back, not only kind of half hugging, half riding. Have you ever seen anyone do the trick when they're riding a horse where they're kind of not sitting, but they're hugging the side of a horse? That's kind of what they're doing. Like one arm is holding them there, the other one has the Medusa, and they're like, I got her proof! It's a completely different demeanor than what went over there to get the proof.
Yes, totally. Okay, so yes, brandishing a Medusa head like so many Jasons, you go hanging off the edge of Webster with aloft in your hand. And
take a lap. I am going to give that to Zakondo to keep hold of.
Yeah, Zakondo's like, well done. Good work.
Stop gloating and give me the head. Okay.
Yeah, on the inside, it's like, if it wasn't for my blind fighting. No. Only time will tell. My favourite society in D&D is Drow Society, but sod the 8-legged embrace. Not for me as a real human. Fair comment.
Fair.
Yes. That's why we play these fantasy games, to step away from what we would be happy with in the real world.
Right, brother, I would not be happy with this whatsoever in the real world, but Corbin loves Webster. So.
Yeah. Yeah, the spiders here in Japan are quite big enough. Don't need any bigger. Right, okay. So, sorry, I just remember
we are looting a cave, and we know exactly where the Medusa came from.
Absolutely. Yeah, right, exactly what I was thinking about Papa Dragon. Yeah, sorry, I was just reminded of when we were visiting Belize, and like the Maya temples and pyramids, and my second son was just like knackered from walking through the jungle and was just like lying in the grass, just flat, pancaked in the grass.
Oh, no.
in the big court in front of the pyramid, and the guide was just like, tarantulas burrow into the ground and live in tunnels in the grass, and he was just like, came up so fast. yeah. It was like, like those old Dracula movies as they come up out of the coffin. It's just like
he just comes up straight up on his feet.
So fast. I wish I could say tarantulas often burrow in your beds in the morning. They could also get them up in the morning, but all right. So, as you descend the steps into the Medusa's lair.
Yes, but I don't know. They turned to Alora for a second, and really, like, they have a face of like that same face of decision making. Alora, should I let Webster go?
Should you let Webster go? What makes you think that?
Well, out of my two lovely friends here, and they kind of adjust the backpack that has Tercutio in it, I surely would have thought Webster would have been able to handle himself in this type of situation, and instead, I threw him into danger. I did to him what my family were going to do to me. and I didn't care.
Sorry, Papa Dragon called it first. Zakan! a la Star Trek voice. Zakan!
And I did not care.
Well, I don't know if your family is anything like mine was, but I know my family never felt regret for what they forced on me. So you can learn and grow from this. If you think Webster is not ready for a fight, Webster sits out. If you think Webster could contribute and be okay, then I don't see why we can't have Webster join us.
We know that that's dead, and that's where it came from, and it should be all right. But maybe you should stay up here with Zakan, and we'll go down.
Okay, just bring back something good.
Oh no, I was talking to Webster.
Sorry, it's a Webster, yeah, right?
No, I'm telling you, babysit Zakan or Laura. I have to do some soul searching.
Deny the rogue their loot. That's probably not a good way to go.
I made the rogue take a time out.
Quite the opposite. I love that you're going to trust.
So yes, welcome, Zakan.
Man, I'm gonna come back with so many rocks.
I thought that you did mean that Alora should stay with Zakan. I was like, oh, that's so nice. That's very cautious and good. But no, it's the spider.
Forget my friends. I want my spider to be.
So, Zakan, as you may have noticed, Webster has been returned to vitality with the potion of the basilisk essence. And the Medusa's head has been removed by spamming of cantrip.
Which cantrip?
Mold earth.
I see.
Which does affect stone.
It got intense. Let's just say it got intense.
Do like a plasma cutter.
Basically.
With the dart, with the finger darts, just like they can swing.
Okay, so
reverse 3D printing.
So yeah, Zakan, you were taking a moment on a low-lying, fairly rounded crystal at the entrance to the Medusa's cave, and you kind of push yourself up on your stuff and join the other two.
Yeah. So are they just at the entrance to the cave?
Mm-hmm. Haven't gone inside yet. No.
Yeah. Did someone get Zakan's mask? It was on the ground.
I think you would fix it up yourself.
Yeah. So I think when Zakan comes to, they pick up their mask and refit it.
Mm-hmm.
The lights have died down and they kind of shake their head and they say, all right, I think that's over. What are we doing?
All that's left is to look for this treasure here and look for the temple after.
We've reached the retail therapy portion of the dungeon. And I, for one, am happy about it.
We've been told about some elemental gems, I believe, that may be lurking around here. That would be.
It could come very much in handy when we put this bad boy back in its place. And they're talking to like the big crystal that's been sticking out of the that like they kind of lean in a little bit like away from Tartusha. And we should get away from the dragon before he get too happy with it.
I will say one last time. The forearm length crystal was the gift from the rock giant. And is not connected with the temple in any way. The small red, well, the kind of like orange, like Satsuma sized ruby one was given to you by the druid.
Oh, I keep trying to make it big. I'm sorry. Like
it feels more dramatic if it's the
like
big one.
Key. It's dramatic if it's the big one.
Three of you like on your shoulders, like where should we take it to the temple?
All right, no, I just have to think chaos emeralds. It's fine.
Gotcha. Hey, Revel checks.
Yeah, it looks exactly like a chaos emerald.
Exactly. Oh, this big.
John didn't say, so we get to decide.
Yeah,
John actually probably said.
I was referring.
But
I'm curious now. Does it actually say?
The in conversation we had. We were told where elemental gems were a really important weapon.
Yeah, that they were, and that it was a way to control the stone golem.
I mean, quote unquote, it's like if the characters agree, he gives them a ruby spell gem. No size, no size mentioned.
There's no size.
Although spell gem,
it's even
like
bigger.
Yeah, it's like the Millennium Crystal or the Silver Millennium Crystal or the every season they change what that dang thing was called. Just change
such a useless magical item if you have to lug around these huge things.
It changes size every episode. It's just.
Do you like heft it onto your? Do you heft it onto your shoulder like a rocket launcher when you want to cast the spell?
That's cool as hell.
One time it's small enough to be a small earring in Corbin's ear. Another time it's a hat. It's just gonna be different sizes.
All right. So yes, the three of you with Shakushio and Webster guarding the entrance, keeping an eye. I think at one point Webster definitely scuttles behind one of the crystals on the opposite side from Shakushio and gets themselves like they go from like 8 eyes to like 32. You hear Shakushio chuckling about something up at the entranceway as you descend. Thank you, Nuclean, for the hydrate.
Laura, sorry, I was somewhat out of it. Have you examined this entrance in this cave for any sort of traps? I assume that.
And that's why you're the guide here, buddy.
I've done such a responsible thing before entering a known area. Of course I have. Can I do that now?
Yes.
Look, because if you hadn't come back, Alora and Corbin should tell everybody I'm on my.
So, Elora, please give me a perception or investigation check.
Perception 20.
Nice.
No.
Me.
A dirty 20? Yep, okay.
Dirty 20.
All right, or a muddy 20 as friend Scarlet calls them.
Muddy
You
20, I like
have a very cautious and thorough peruse of the stairway down, and apart from some torn webbing from Webster's initial foray into this stairway, you do not see anything.
Nope, it's all clear. I think there shouldn't be any more enemies. There shouldn't be any traps. It should be a straight trail down to Moneytown.
Your caution is very much appreciated. I'd hate for us to stumble into some sort of danger.
Right. No, I'm very good at avoiding danger.
Tried and tested. Okay, so you slowly descend the stone stairs, worn with age. Of course, long before the Medusa took up residence. And as you dip down, you notice that the adornments of this cavern would be more at home in a drow city. Spider-themed tapestries, fine zirkwood furniture, and racks of expensive clothing fill the area. But all of it is old and rotted. Although, with that, we'll continue that perception check, Laura. You do notice amongst the old tattered clothes, there are 5 dresses which are in perfect condition, scattered throughout the racks, and your eyes are drawn past those once you notice that, and onto the various niches in the walls and back of this luxurious cavern, decrepit though it may be. And it seems that this Medusa, or the drow before her, was somewhat obsessed with hoarding spell gems. And having a quick look around, you see 31 spell gems.
Jesus.
Of various colours and cut, adorning the walls.
Corbin
Although
and
I-
Laura just start dancing, like loop arms start going in a circle. Like, what's the most rogue dance you could do? You start doing a tootsie roll.
There's also a giant pile of gold that you can swim around in.
Right?
But it's like Scrooge McDuck
like
up in
Scrooge
here.
McDuck style, just like
Yeah.
spit the coins back out.
Rogue Tales. Ooh.
Never
Um,
checking for any traps. It's rogue tails. Woo.
Nearly exploding, my friends. It's Rogue Tales.
This is the sneak attack. Lurk speed. Stop. I'll really keep going.
1825, mate. Okay.
although
225
I
games.
assume what
Sorry,
the-
sorry, excuse me, Stephen. 225 games. We must sort out that podcast. Sorry. I'm going to be doing an interview with 225 at some point.
Get
I'm
yourself
very
on a
looking forward to it.
podcast.
Yeah, can't wait.
Yeah.
There's been lots of great guests already.
Talk about Casper mattresses and stuff.
So,
My food bag. Although I assume I know what the results of this will be. Can I say that while Laura and Corbin are like investigating with their eyes, can Zakan sit like on the bottommost step and over 10 minutes cast a ritual detect magic?
yes, indeed.
I
The
did ask, did we receive the benefits of a short rest?
you haven't taken one yet, but you can if you wish.
I was asking, yeah.
Mhm.
I didn't know if we had.
Not yet, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna say. Okay. There are the 5 dresses, which seem to have been created magically, and 3 of the spell gems give off an aura of magic.
And what are them schools of magic?
Let's determine the spells, and then I can tell you.
Ooh.
Let's see. What's the best way to do this?
Now, I know detect magic is every DM's favorite spell, but
That's fine. I'm trying to think. What's a good way to randomly determine spells?
interesting. I don't know. Yeah, there's
Spell
gotta be some
gem.
table or something.
A spell gem can contain 1 spell from any class's spell list.
How
Wow.
many types of spells are there?
Lots.
Well, I guess since it's not an identify spell, we can just put that off for later. For that.
But I mean, you might want to use them down here.
That's true. I'm more concerned if like the dresses are necromantic or like if anything seems like bad news,
Fair.
you know,
Fair.
that kind of jazz.
They don't. No, they are not. They are. What's the one that like changes things? Changes items and things.
I know what you mean. I'm
Right.
bad at the schools of magic.
It's okay. I have it. 2 seconds. Doop-a-doop-a-doo.
Transmutation.
Someone. Yes, that sounds good. The weave. Up. Where's it gone? Here we go. Transmutation. Change the properties of a creature, object, or environment. Yeah. That's the one. So yeah, there's an air of transmutation as you see as you like approach them and look at them a bit more closely. The dresses are made of spider silk that has been shaped with drow magic into dress form, and you, with your experience of the Underdark, would know that these are sought after in the various markets of the Underdark. If you ever get to this fabled trading post that Corbin is talking about, they would go for a pretty penny there. Probably not able to sell them here in Blingdenstone.
Not a lot of love for drow fashion.
Not a lot of drow fashion, no. But you do know that they deteriorate if they are exposed to direct sunlight. So maybe pack them away if you get up to the surface.
Good.
And yeah, that's that. Then, do we have spell lists? Just lists of spells. Spellcasting. Oh, who is that? Only time will tell. Donated $20 via Twiltify. Thank you. Was that
Thank you.
time? Was that for our Jasper's game day thing? Because if so, thank you very, very much. Very kind. And well found. Because there's nothing in chat or anything about that. Thank you so much. Okay. Yeah, there's no list. There's no just list of spells. Unless it's like separate from the spell casting. Checking.
And so that would mean that the other
yeah, maybe
28 spell gems are just empty,
The others are
waiting
just
to
empty.
be
Yes,
bespelled.
but still very bespelled. Yes, still very valuable. Thank you, Anytime Hotel. Okay, I know how to do this. Cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Roll me a d8.
D8.
There are how many? There were 3 of them, right? So roll me 1 each.
Hey, let's do it. 5.
5. Okay.
5.
5. And don't you
Got
say
5
5, Corbin?
buns.
I've been muted this whole time.
Yes, indeed. Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. What am I rolling again? That's
D8,
what I've been
please.
trying to ask you.
D8,
Thank
please.
you. D8 roll. I rolled a 6.
Hey.
Hmm.
Right. Okay. So.
Looks gotta be one
1,
better.
2, 3, 4, 5. It's alphabetical. All right. So.
Are these good numbers?
Okay. Somebody. So Sam, roll me a D100.
D100. Okay.
I like D100 trauma from this campaign.
That's a 97.
Okay.
Hey.
Nice. That's easy
Ooh.
then. All right. So one spell gives off a strong evocation aura.
Nice timing with the music.
There it is.
Evocation.
Only time will tell is donating to Jasper's Game Day, which we say thank you for, but giving me a disadvantage in the
Thank you.
process.
Yeah, it's just double thanks from us.
Right?
No downsides.
It's a win-win situation.
No
Thank you,
church,
time will
no
tell.
church. Everyone, your Dream Pie chat points can also be used to help our players or hinder me if you so desire.
You do.
I see Corbin is
desire.
languishing without inspiration at the moment. Okay, so that's 1. And Zakan, D100, please.
All right. How do you roll it in D&D Beyond? The D100.
Bottom left, little red D20 thing.
Yeah, which
And then it's the
is it? Is
the
the two of them?
percentile
Let's
dice
do
will
two
be the
D10s,
D100. Yeah.
Beep.
I've only ever rolled in D&D Beyond.
93.
93,
Yeah, I like to do
okay, also easy.
I like to do the D&D Beyond roll,
So
like if
it's
it's something that the character isn't doing. It's really fun.
6, 4. These are actually very handy because I can just count backwards from 100, which is easier than counting up to 93. 6, 95. Right. Oh, right. The other one is a kind of medium strength abjuration aura.
Medium strength.
And that's the. And then, so let me just note down what these were before I forget. They're ones that are named after famous spellcasters. I'll give you that hint.
Ooh, those are the good ones. I think.
Fanboy. Okay, and Buns, please.
29.
29. Thank you. 2, 4, 6. 14, 16.
There's a lot of counting.
Sorry. Oh, another named one.
Yay!
And they're all named after famous spellcasters, the ones that created them, and they're each of them different spellcasters. The Baronet.
Now I gotta get a
Hello,
pen.
my
I really
friend.
gotta write this down
It's
now.
nice to have you. Nice to have you raiding. Good welcome in raiders. I hope you're
Hello, raiders.
enjoying some speed runs
Hey.
or the like. Hey, yo, that is a long My Little Pony.
Write these down. They're important suddenly.
How you doing, mate? Hope you're doing well. Thomas! Sorry. Zakan, that one is also a mid-level aura of magic, and it is necromantic.
Ooh.
Thomas and friends, there is a giveaway going on. Please do !enter, such as our friends Baron Dragonborn, hello, and Charlie there. Hey, Kirilia. I think I said that okay. Okay, so yeah, those are noted. Bit of a slapdash way to get the random spells, but that'll work. All right, welcome everybody. I have to go change your tire. No problem, no problem, mate. Right, so let us continue. So are you going to carefully fold up those dresses as well, Zakan?
Yeah, I think so. They'll just collect
Those are
them.
5 dresses, right?
5 magical dresses.
5 dresses,
cheers,
3
Charlie.
spell crystals.
And
Well, 31.
yeah,
spell
29, 29 other ones. Yeah.
Oh, are we gonna do this for all of them?
No, the others are not enchanted.
They're all. But we can still.
And they.
Corbin, Daisy gave you advantage. Well, inspiration.
Oh, hey.
Thank you, Daisy.
Inspiration.
Sorry,
Noted.
Daisy.
Thanks, Daisy.
And Charlie.
Yeah, I don't know if any of
Heads
us
up.
know how spell gems work.
The people here certainly do.
Put a spell into it.
Yes.
Wait, so what were the other ones? I know one is necromantic.
I've
Well,
got them.
if one of
noted
you,
down.
if one wants to give me an Arcana check, you could figure out if you've heard how they work.
I could try it out. I still don't understand how this whole magic thing works, and this is my key has just been acting out real weird now. But I could try to
Corbin's
do it.
read the most books, though.
True.
I have read the most books.
Zakan can barely read.
So yeah, Arcana check if you want to check it, try and figure it out.
Ah, it was on a 2 and then it rolled to a 20.
Nice.
Ooh.
Hey, natural 20, folks. If you got them, let those phoenixes fly. Let those animated phoenixes fly.
Right, they're new.
Oot, they're doing little spinnies. Whee.
Yeah.
Looks a bit weird because they're like off center because the dice is down the bottom, so it's like. Ooh. All right. Oh, Charlie did it first. So that Corbin's got 2 advantages. Ugh. Ugh.
Yeah.
Curse you.
Ooh, advantage. Because they know that I'm dumb.
Better safe than sorry.
Yours.
Better safe than sorry. you cannot use more than one on a single attempt at something.
That's fine as long as Quims isn't here to dare me to drink something. I should be okay.
Not yet. Not yet. I think Guild Superior is still playing, but they may, if they raid in later, that might be a possibility. Okay, so, yes. So you, so with that natural 20, yes, you have indeed read up on spell gems, and so yeah, a spell gem can contain 1 spell from
Of
any
course,
class's
my
spell
family of
list.
thieves.
You become aware of the spell when you learn the gem's properties.
Okay.
While holding the gem, you can cast the spell from it as an action. And doing so doesn't require any components, and it doesn't require attunement, and then the spell disappears from the gem. There's various boring limitations on it, which I am going to ignore. It's like
Rule of fun.
if you know the spell, you can cast it. It's like fuck that. And if it's a level
That's
higher than you
much
can
cooler.
cast, you have to do an ability check to cast it. It's like, no. The person who put it in the gem cast it. It's just waiting to be used.
I want it to be a magic gun.
I say no. Oh, did you get him? Oh, sorry, only time will tell. Charlie's a sneaky one.
Right.
Yep, yep.
I ain't
Buns,
kidding
sorry, you
either.
too. You want to watch him?
I ain't give him either. They are smoking shadow.
It's alright. Turn up for Wild Beyond the Witchlight tomorrow, and then you can catch him.
Yeah.
Where
And
did
I
these
have
lovelies come
so
from? I know, right?
many
DM Charlie is
dream
nice, isn't it?
eyes.
I was like, ooh, animated ones. I want to make new animated ones, but unfortunately, our friend Aya, who made our emotes, can't do GIFs, unfortunately. But she is happy to send people who can make animated GIFs the assets of our stuff. So I just animated existing ones at the moment, but we will try and get some original ones. Boom. I don't know what that big bass thump is, but I like it. Okay. Let's say that's whatever's calling all the oozes. Just like a radar pulse every now and then.
Ping, yeah.
You said it. It's canon. You said it. That's
Okay.
we did it. We solved the mystery, you guys. We did it.
Yep.
We can leave.
All right.
Peace out, Blinder Stone. You've been great.
Was
Okay.
drop the Swift Leveling.
Drop the Medusa head
It was
like a
right
mic.
there. I'm sorry. Sorry, it was right there. Is there anything else we can get out of this room, or is this
I
like
mean,
is
no,
there like
just
more of a corridor?
Bunch of
Just this area?
decaying decadence.
Then I think it is. Since we hadn't said that we did, I think now would be a good time for us to take a rest, being guarded and in this enclosed area, and then afterwards we can head over to the temple.
I
Yeah.
agree. The rest would be nice.
Cheers,
Sounds
Papa.
like a good idea.
We're gonna take a nap, DM. We're just gonna take a little nap.
Okay, doke. You're gonna have your companions watching the entrance.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. So Chakushio and Webster stand alert.
Vigilant eyes.
Many eyes. Okay.
So much weapon.
Yeah, actually, they could just seal the entrance. Webster can just.
Yeah. You know what we were trying to do at the beginning of all of this.
Yes. Until
You
they
could
noped
potentially
out of
take
there.
a long rest, even, but
Until they noped out of there, but Corbin was like, "No, it's okay, Webster. You got this. Go back in there."
Yeah, we're fine. Like it's just my goddamn belief.
Okay. So yes, you may all take the benefits of a short rest. So that will, if you click the button on D&D Beyond, that will automatically restore things that get restored, and you can roll any hit dice that you desire to.
we need some. If anyone needs some topping up, even after the hit dice, let me know. I've got
And
some.
remember,
Every time I try to do this, it won't.
when you take a
do
long
it
rest, you
right?
only get half of those hit dice back, not the full whack.
Okay.
Oh dang! I already
Short
used up some. We must have short rested after that other fight.
Naps are necessary, indeed.
Yeah. All right.
Rolling.
Let's see what we can get.
Let's see you rolling.
I'm gonna use them up.
I wonder, what do you think it says? What do you think it means by that? You become aware of the spell when you learn the gem's properties.
It probably like the way you said it was evocation and necromantic and everything
Right.
that.
So yeah,
kind of
I
like-
think with,
like-
with your detect magic, I think it will actually give you the spell as well. Because it seems like it's a property of the item.
I won't say no to that.
Right?
And say like they still have a touch of the divine kind of hanging out.
Yeah. So let me read while you're doing your resty things. Here we go. So the first one with the abjuration. I'll put these names in chat so you can look them up in D&D Beyond for yourselves.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Roll 20 chat. The first one is Mordenkainen's Private Sanctum.
Oh, that's a cool ass spell.
Ooh.
I
You
know
make-
as a player, that's a cool ass spell.
You make an area within range magically secure. The area is a cube that can be as small as 5 feet to as large as 100 feet on each side. The spell lasts for the duration, which is 24 hours, or until you use an action to dismiss it. When you cast the spell, you decide what sort of security the spell provides, choosing any or all of the following properties. Sound cannot pass through it. The warded area appears dark or foggy, preventing vision through it, including dark vision. Sensors created by divination spells can't appear inside the protected area, so no scrying and things on you. Creatures in the area can't be targeted by divination spells. Again, so there's various locating spells. Nothing can teleport into or out of the warded area, and planar travel is blocked within the warded area. So there you go.
Mhm.
Casting this spell on the same spot for every day for a year makes it permanent. So if you got the time. But it's only one casting with a spell gem, but okay, so that's the first one. The second one, the evocation one, is just a moment, sorry. It is Otiluk's Freezing Sphere. So again, I'll do the chat thing again. Bear with us, folks, as we do a quick research mission here. A frigid globe of cold energy streaks from your fingertips to a point of your choice within range, which is 300 feet, and explodes in a 60-foot radius sphere. Each creature within the area must make a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, a creature takes 10d6 cold damage, or half on a success. If the globe strikes a body of water or a liquid that is principally water, not including water-based creatures. Damn it.
Right? They put principally water and gave an example. There has been some fudgery happening about this.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
It freezes the liquid to a depth of 6 inches over a 30-foot square area. Lasts for 1 minute. Creatures that were swimming on the surface are frozen and trapped in the ice. They can do a strength check to escape. You can refrain from firing the globe after completing the spell if you wish. A small globe about the size of a sling stone, cool to the touch, appears in your hand. At any time, you or a creature you give the globe to can throw the globe within 40 feet, or hurl it with a sling. It shatters on impact with the same effect as the normal spell. There you go.
Cool.
So that's the evocation one, and finally the necromantic one is Rary's telepathic bond. Which is, you forge a telepathic link among up to 8 willing creatures of your choice within range, psychically linking each creature to all of the others for the duration. Creatures with intelligence scores of 2 or less aren't affected by the spell. Until the spell ends, the targets can communicate telepathically through the bond, which is 1 hour, or not, whether or not they have a common language. Yeah, right.
I used to call it group chat.
Rary's group chat. Yeah.
Group chat.
The communication is possible over any distance, though it cannot extend to other planes of existence.
Nice.
So if you're doing like something stealthy, that's really good.
Yeah.
Sounds like we got some good things to hide from the drow here. We got a sphere, we got telepathic.
Right.
If they
So there you
capture
go.
up to us.
Or if you meet some like annoying blink dogs, you're just like, no teleportation in here.
Right? No, none for you.
Or if we
Exactly.
need somewhere to go after facing down waves and waves of angry earth elementals,
Yeah.
you know.
What is the spell equivalent of a rolled up like newspaper? Just start bopping. Bitches in
Nope.
the snoot.
No
I
blink.
feel like
No
that's
blink
where I
blinking.
am right now.
Hive mind
Just
spell.
spray bottles.
Nice,
Is
Daisy.
acid breath a spray bottle? No. And I just make the hiss noise.
It's like overly
that-
harsh. Yeah, overly harsh. spray
Yeah.
bottle.
That's corporal
If
punishment.
Corbin's telling somebody to shush, that means that it's getting serious.
Only time will tell. Has said that the freezing sphere one is going to be good for when you discover the enemy bathhouse.
The what now?
Enemy's bathhouse.
I heard you the first time. I just want more of an
You
explanation.
found the friendly bathhouse. You just need to find the enemy's bathhouse, and then you're good.
Yeah, yeah.
No, I'm good. I will stay with what I know.
As like a subscriber special, like we'll do an onsen episode. We'll do a hot springs episode.
Kind of,
Yes.
briefly.
Bathhouse. It's the enemy bathhouse.
Right, we have to tell them apart. We have to put little symbols so we don't get them confused.
It's like that. It's that scene. Was it in Deadpool when he like jumps into like a yakuza onsen and just kills them all?
Yes.
Only with ice. Okay, so there you go.
So I think
New choice.
as we're sitting and taking our short rest there, Zakan has just like been on the stairs, and before like
It's on the stairs.
yeah. Before, when they were sort of collapsed after the battle, the flames were like still going, so you couldn't really, even see their face uncovered. But I think sitting on the stairs, they take their mask off and just kind of hold it in their hands, and like are still breathing pretty heavily. And just slowly and methodically, they take out the ointment that they just bought in town, and they're kind of applying it. And if Corbin or Alora look over, they see, maybe surprisingly, what just looks like a very old, very scarred humanoid woman. So they just like are applying ointments onto them, and they sort of like lift up some of their arm bandages and are applying it and stuff like that. And if they catch anyone looking, they say, "It was Tidra who instructed me never to let anyone see my face, but I haven't heard from her in a long time, and I haven't heard such an instruction from Elistrai, and quite frankly, I am very tired."
All they heard was, "I was instructed to not let people show their hands went up like this." You were finishing your statement, and it's like one of those slow, like the fingers, like,
Okay.
"Are you sure?
We cool?
Are you sure?"
Ah, there you go.
I've seen your face before.
Something not even I knew.
Is this the first time you're being seen by other people?
Perhaps generally the energy that lives within my body, even if the mask is off, prevents people from seeing me. But at the moment, having used it, it's died down somewhat.
It's very nice to see you.
And you too, as well. And their skin is kind of a non-human, like whitish gray, I think. Is that what I did?
I was right. That's what I've always thought was under there. Kind of low-key Mum Ra, but I love you. Like,
yeah. Actually, I like, out of character talk, a big inspiration was Asajj Ventress from the Star Wars series. So that's a cool ass design. And so their eyes, even though like they're tired and wrinkled and scarred all around, their eyes are somewhat golden in color. And there's still an ethereal kind of appearance to them. So not quite human looking, but human in shape.
you can tell that's not that ain't it. Like,
But more than anything, they just look so very old, tanned, like, well, not tan, what do you call it? Like rough looking, leathery almost skin that's, just a patchwork of scars and now fresh
You've
burns.
been here for so long.
That's kind of a wonder that they can do what they do. But yeah, so they just apply their ointment during the short rest and, kind of wince here or there.
That's it.
Corbin doesn't have any rituals or anything like that they can do. I think they'll take the time, like the short rest for them will be meditating to try to, because this was the first time they ever wild shaped. That was the first time they've ever complete. So they are really kind of trying to make sense of what all has happened. They did it. They finally believe that they have magic in their bodies now. So it's a meditation of trying to find a center, because they don't want to they were only inspired for a small amount of time, but they liked it and they don't want to get lost in that. So I think I want to flavor that anytime after they wild shape, they always have this level of meditation they have to take next time they rest, or else they'll be like, I could just stay a spider.
Never go full spider.
Right? That's where it is. I don't have to feel. That's what it is for the thing, for what we know. It's like I don't have to feel when I'm an animal.
The thoughts are
So
simpler.
They're going to want to. They're going to start preferring that if they don't.
That's it. Thank you. Okay, so as you finish up your short rest, and
Do either of you require any healing? I have a little more that I can still do.
No, my hit dice covered me, homie.
I'm completely fine. Are you okay?
In that
Right.
case, I'll use it for myself. And
Yeah,
the
you
eyes,
should.
like, have very slowly,
Very
the
much
light's been coming back. So they put the mask on once the eyes start glowing again.
it starts to glare again. Yeah.
And I'll use my healing hands to get 5 more hit points.
That's it.
And that'll put me in a decent spot.
Cool. Thank you.
Hip slap of friendship. I can heal you a little bit. I can help.
I am all right, but thank you, Corbin. And
Okay.
if
No.
Tidra asks either of you, I've kept the mask on.
I don't know what you're talking about. Like, they purposely are like not looking at you. They're like facing the complete opposite way. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's like
Suspicious.
every
unicorn
direction you
shaped
turn,
mushroom.
Zakan's face is reflected in crystals. He's like, no.
It's everywhere.
not down here. Not down here in the Medusa's lair. That's okay.
Laura's
so-
glimpse like this, like out of the corner of her eye, like I look but don't want to stare, but kind of want to look but don't.
Yeah.
Lucky we don't have phones, or else it'd just be like, just give me. Oh, you just, thank you for sharing this with us. Thank you.
Selfie. Okay, so
I think we just go back up.
you cut your way through Webster's door, impromptu door, and make your way
Daddy's
back up
home.
to the surface there. Now, the temple, Corbin and Laura, you glimpsed the temple that you were aiming towards with its massive monolith carved from the stalagmite in the center, but were distracted back this way by the combat. So the temple is like due north of you, basically, down some wide stairways, or there is another kind of tunnel-like stairway, as you can see next to Elora there. Another subterranean area of this cavern.
What do
Where
we
would you
wanna
like to
do?
go?
Could I do another investigation? No, perception check for the second set of stairs to see if there's anything over there, like another Medusa.
You want to check?
Surprise!
It's her sister.
Surprise!
Okay, give me... That would be perception. Give me a perception check.
And out of character, did Laura tell us about the dream that she had with Ogrimak, like,
Yes.
harassing her in her dreams?
Harassing.
Just being a real
Well,
dick.
At one point.
Yeah, I think, you all talked about that in the tavern, yeah.
I got a 15.
A 15. Okay, that's better than Papa Dragon's 4. But he's not there, so yeah, he's looking from a very long way away. You don't think there are any traps, and cautiously kind of dip into the stairwell a little and crouch down and kind of try and look into the cavern with your night vision, and you are startled at first and kind of go towards your bow, but then stop for a moment. And you see that there are somewhere in the region of 30 or so petrified drow warriors in this cavern, standing as if on guard.
Somebody had some interior decorating skills. And was not afraid to use them.
Yes, I think Alora is going to call out to everyone. It says, like, it looks like the Medusa was either hoarding some drow warriors, or they were protecting something and encountered the Medusa here in this lair. I don't know, do you all want to venture inside and find out?
Zakan, you would think, like, given that this Medusa was originally a drow priestess, from the looks of things, these would have been her entourage.
I think these were her first victims. Intentionally or unintentionally, I cannot say, but...
What makes a Medusa? Can I do a history check? That'd be an animal handling check? Arcana?
My first encounter with one, I couldn't say.
Survival, I would say, to know about a creature type.
Just call that move. Did I read about that? That's just how I'm going to ask you. Okay, survival. I rolled an 8. What's a Medusa? What is
I'm pretty
Medusa?
sure.
I am
This is me when a bunch of
trauma-bonded.
snakes get together.
No,
They love
no.
each other very
That's
much.
the snake version of a rat king. No.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Oh, okay.
But I like snake orgy as a...
Wow. There you go, kids.
Ugh.
There you
You
go,
wanted-
kids.
Right, this is a
Kids, watch at home.
redacted episode now.
Mama
Thanks.
Zakan, as we now know. Mama Zakan's here to learn you.
Just to learn me some things.
learn
I
me
am
some
here for it.
snake orgy facts. Okay. So,
It's called
Yes.
a breeding ball.
no.
Oh.
No idea. No idea.
That's all.
I think that's what they call nodding, right?
Yeah. Abort mission. No.
Sorry, Twitch is gonna put the explicit tag on this one.
I had a British friend here when I first arrived, and he did some work for a rather kinky magazine where they took photos of him shirtless with a candle melted on his shaved head.
Fantastic. Sorry.
Yeah, some modelling work that he picked up here in Japan.
Right? That helped make it make more sense that that's what the picture is now. But yes, I rolled an 8. I do not know. I know nothing. These are very good questions, but I do not have an answer.
Roll a survival check. I feel like that might work out.
I think just like you haven't come across any Medusa and stuff in the forests and things. It's more because of
My only
Corbin's,
hope was that I read.
Corbin's link to the Underdark and that kind of connection there.
Yeah.
Although you haven't really heard of creatures turning into Medusa very often. It's interesting.
So it wouldn't be a curse. That's because that's really what they're wondering. They're like, because if these were their guards, kind of like they're like sort of trying to put things together. Like these were their guards, and they were turned to stone, clearly unknowingly.
Yeah.
Then
it must have happened. It clearly happened too long ago from the the deterioration of all of her
Quite
drow
weathered.
artifacts. Yeah, and how long ago the drow invasion was.
Interesting question. Maybe with a survival check or something. The direction that this tunnel is kind of pointing towards, is that towards what's it called, Menzo Baranzan?
Good question.
Like, I guess the theory like that I'd be wondering is like, is this one of the places where they came in to start the massacre?
Okay.
we have a very inquisitive party. We're so sorry.
That's fine. No problem by me.
I like that the tweet that went up was like, will they clear the temple? It's like, will they enter the temple?
Will they get
is
to the
becoming
temple?
Thank you.
the more pressing question.
How many side quests do we have left?
I know, right?
Here we go.
We're gonna at least set foot in that temple before time.
Look, you gave
No, a
group of
tunnel-
completionists a bunch of side missions.
The tunnel that Elora's looking into goes southeast, and Menzo Baranzan is northeast from Blingdenstone.
Okay, interesting.
Oh, there is a drow outpost in that direction called Mantle Dereth.
Okay, and then just sort of they make a note of
I
the
think-
tunnel
what's
and
that?
the fact that it might lead out of here.
Hang on, is Mantle Dereth Corbin? Is Mantle Dereth that outpost?
For the is
Yeah,
it
yeah,
on
where-
the world
where-
spine? Because that's all I get for when you look up the Black Raven Monastery, is that it's on the world spine.
Oh no, not Black Raven. The one. Remember the outpost that you know about, where the various Underdark races all come together and trade, and your parents know about it.
Yes. Oh no, I
Maybe
do
that's
not
Mantle
remember
Dareth.
what you
I think
said
that might be
was.
Mantle Dareth.
I don't even
actually.
think we gave that a name.
It has.
I mean, we could say
exists.
that it is.
Yeah,
I need to double check because it is an actual thing.
If it's southeast of here or not.
It is southeast because it's on the map. But sorry, Mantle Dareth is the neutral outpost. Only time will tell. 5 subs gifted. Thank you so much, my friend.
Yay.
Thank you.
You've been so kind to us this stream. Thank you.
No.
Star, absolute legend.
We owe it to them to get into this temple.
Yeah.
Right? No, we got this. We've made our
People what
inquisitive
they came
rolls.
for.
That's it.
Let's go. We've destroyed. I don't think
Okay, so screw the
there's
drow
nothing else to
statues.
be found about the. Yeah, there's nothing else to be found on the statues, right?
They're all petrified.
The tunnel just keeps
Yeah, so-
going. Or-
You can't see from the kind of limited viewpoint unless you actually went inside.
Yeah.
Okay. How large is it? Would we be able to scout ahead?
Thank you so much,
Basically,
my friend.
we are going.
Is it scout ahead like towards the temple or toward down this
Yeah.
tunnel?
Because this tunnel is a completely different thing, and the temple is back
Yeah.
out. I
Mhm.
think we wrote it down.
It's north.
Mhm.
North, yeah.
I'm gonna tantalizingly bring it on to interview for
Yeah.
chat. There it is. It's so close. So
I think
close.
Zakan turns towards Alora and says, Alora, Ogremok itself, it reached out to you in your dreams, right?
Yes, correct.
Did you get the impression that I don't know, that what we need to do there is urgent? I know that we're all quite tired, or at least I am. And if we do have to fight many things after placing that crystal, it could be dangerous.
There was no particular threat. It was just the threat of death. There was no ritual that we needed to stop like we had in the past, at least. Not that it was going to tell me about.
No new news.
Just a very ominous threat of death and to get out, and that our light didn't belong here.
I have a feeling
Seems
that
like a
once
personal problem and not ours.
we...
Sorry, I need to return Webster's to glory.
This
In
Ogremok does seem
Norstone.
particularly petty for an angry cloud of gas.
Yeah, the Abyss likes to make everything our problem. For some reason, it just finds us.
We got that main character energy. We can't help it.
If only it came with the plot armor that you were
Out
promised.
of context. Out of context, out of the Abyss. We have that main character energy. We can't help it.
Oh god, Sam Riegel did such a good breaking the fourth wall joke in Critical Role the other day. It's great. I'm catching up. Sorry, people who know that was a long time ago. Weeks and weeks ago on stream, but
All right. Well, yes, I will scout ahead if that's okay with everybody else, just to
okay.
move us along in the tunnel. I would like to use Webster, especially since I know that I can stay on him when he's at an angle. So I would like to stealthily go sneak ahead from the
Okay.
ceiling.
In which case you have 3 options. There are the stairs to the east and west side of this crystal cavern, and there is the vertical drop down into the temple behind where you are hiding, behind that pillar, the black, the
You
big,
think
the black
I'm
area.
not gonna Mission Impossible this? Why would you give me the
Ding, ding, ding.
Why would
Okay.
you do it any other way?
So-
Right? How dare you?
You sprint forward and swing up onto Webster's back and go scuttling across. Oh, inspiration for Alora. Now I'm being very kind here. Usually we don't
Yay.
allow more than one, but what the hell?
We used all our inspiration during that fight.
We're gonna need it though. We're gonna need it.
Okay.
To do something risky.
And Corbin, yes, you go scuttling around the edge. the rest of you see like Webster go up onto the pillar, horizontally round the edge of the pillar and disappear behind Corbin. You kind of like hold on tight as it pitches up into the other plane, and then scuttles around the side and then drops down, and you find yourselves descending into the temple. Once dedicated to Caladuran Smooth Hands, the Deep Gnome's god of stone and mining, the druid who charged you with this had told you that this temple is called Darum Sun in their own language, which means hearts of steadfast stone. And as you descend into the darkness, you have dark vision. You're okay. Nope. Are you going to light a torch?
I'm the only person in our group that does not.
You are, aren't you?
Yeah, because Ignatius isn't here. I at least had a blind.
At least it's half and half. Yeah.
Right? At least had a blind. Changelings should have dark vision. It makes no sense that they don't.
You can if you wild shapes, does that count?
True.
I have something else that is less invasive than a torch. I know we have like something that gives off like my mace. My mace gives off light.
There you go. Green flame. I
had to figure it out. Thank you for letting me figure it out. I had to get there.
So yes, you draw forth the mace that you found in the oozing temple. And it's actually, wasn't it inside Glabagool? It was, wasn't it? It was inside Glabagool.
The mace at one point, yes.
Mm-hmm.
It was after we got everything out.
Yes, your Jalisson's cube buddy. He's like, oh, I don't need this. Boop.
And then I made him a turret with magical stilts.
So you draw forth the mace, and it lights with the green flame of which it is known for, and that eerily illuminates the scene before you. You see that the floor of this cavern is smooth, but the walls are rough. And ahead of you, as you can see on the map, do you want to move your token up there?
Yes.
Webster.
Over.
Let's go over there.
Whee!
Folks, Webster is not to scale at the moment. He's twice as big
at
as
the moment,
Corbin.
No. No, it's like a skateboard. I'm just riding on Webster like a small mountain board.
Oh, or those hoverboards or something.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
but you said the ground was smooth?
Yes, the floor is smooth, but the walls are rough.
The floor is smooth. Okay, so floor is smooth.
And,
I'm assuming there are cubes now.
In front of you, as you can see on the map there, in front of you, there is a great menhir carved from a stalagmite that stands in the center of the chamber, pockmarked with dozens of empty sockets that might once have held gems, like the not arm-length one in your pack. Oh, nice. Only time will tell. Recruited Glabagool as well. Of course. The only choice.
Right? They won't let me right now, but I'm working on it.
Yes.
I mean, this is...
So,
that is where this goes. We have found it. And, I would like to do a perception... as good as a perception as I can with this eerie glow, like above everything, on if what I'm assuming made these floors smooth is still around.
Okay, you can give a perception check, yeah.
Yeah, because we've all
or investigation, whichever.
Times we've said that means investigation.
Mm-hmm.
That means cube, or not cube, but slimes and whatnot.
Yeah, it's happened too many times for them to not go cube.
I'm adopting Mr. Mercer's approach to finding things. You can use perception or investigation. It will just change how you find it.
Fair. Okay. If that's the case, I would prefer to use perception.
It's a fairly debated topic as to which does which.
That's fair. I have better stats with perception, so I'm gonna roll that one.
Go for it.
Dirty 20, 16 plus the 4.
Nice.
Hey.
Okay, so yeah, with that, You see that
Are there enemies?
you would say from the kind of the weathering and the patterns on the stone, smooth though it is, it seems to have been that way for a very long time.
Okay, no, cool.
And
Well, then I would...
as you are looking around with that decent perception roll, you do notice that the roughness in the walls that you are currently clambering over,
Oh man.
it
Yeah, what about them?
it outlines several large, vaguely humanoid shapes.
That's weird and a little Junjo Itoi.
That's not an adjective.
I don't know, man.
Just became one.
Holes in the wall. It might be.
I mean, I keep creating verbs, so you can create adjectives, I guess.
But they are, other than that being like, okay, well, we're gonna go down now, all the way down, Webster. We can just.
Hey, Crimson Rockstar, good to see you.
How, like, I don't appreciate how that is me-sized. We're gonna go on the ground now, but they are gonna call to the others. They can only assume that this is cavernous enough that if they go, we're all clear, it would carry.
Yeah, I think we've probably been following, like, at a
Yeah.
distance, right?
It's up to you.
That's up to you guys. You would have to say, yeah.
Yeah, I think at least Zakan probably would have followed it, like the edges of their dark
Chakusho.
vision to just try and keep an eye.
Chakusho kind of like tugs at your robes, Zakan. He's like, Mama, doko itta no? Nanka, oikake nai no? Hitori ni suru no?
Yes, it seems that you are concerned.
もちろん心配してるよ。ママバカだよ。Sorry, Buns.
Don't you talk about me like that. You're lucky I'm not there to hear you, young man.
No translation necessary.
Yeah, there's some draconic that, like, you know, it gets common usage.
Oh shit, yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of those words is very famous. Yes, fair enough.
Excusez-moi.
Good point. Good
So,
point.
yeah, I think we would have let Corbin, you know, scout ahead a little bit, and then, like, you know, 60 or 90 feet behind, you know, sort of just come up. Then we'll hear
Then, yeah, you
them
would
call
hear them,
from
you go,
the cavern. Yeah.
Seems clear.
Okay.
And also, I think I found where this thing goes, and they're like gonna like go up to it more.
Yep,
But
so
they're gonna
kind
wait
of-
for them to like come into the room.
Yeah, go
ISO
move
no,
yourselves.
you're not in this game anymore.
Okay, so Chakusho comes over. You see little, you know, wing flaps as your red dragon wormling comes sailing down the space.
The dark of the cave makes him look almost like a black cat that doesn't know about person down.
Isil, you're in the Feywild now.
We're not here no
About to
more,
cause
bud.
trouble for
back and
DM
forth.
Charlie tomorrow.
Yeah. Really way up there. Okay, buddy.
Yeah, DM Charlie, that cat on Buns' lap there is to blame for your current predicament.
Doesn't he look like a little stinker? Look at him.
Look at his eyes.
He's not upset
I'm
about
plotting your demise.
Give me back my emotion.
Yes. So when I said look
Right,
at
give me
look at
back my
look at those eyes, I mispronounced it. It's like look at them eyes. As he
Look at them
plots it to
eyes.
the demise. Okay. So. Yes. Yeah. Zakan, Laura, you wanna move yourselves up there?
As they're sort of like Alora and Zakan are walking up, Zakan takes out one of the potions and holds it out to Alora. They say, I meant to give this to you. That woman, the potion seller, identified it as some kind of slippery trap type potion. Given that you're usually on the edges of things and far away, this might be a useful thing if you suddenly get surrounded or anything.
Okay, I'll add it to my collection. I have the love potion, and now I have some. I can do
Corbin
fun
doesn't
that
know
is
anything
the-
about that love potion. It is so funny.
Yeah.
I can't wait to use that. I don't know when I'm gonna use it, but I'll find a fun time to use it.
Yeah, it's the
Just
oil
wait
of
until we hit the
slipperiness.
big bad and then hit him with it. And then just be like, you wouldn't want to hurt me, the love of your life. Like you have to say it with the wrong inflection and then throw it.
Absolutely.
I really want
Gots
to
to.
do something to Darendil with some sort of strange creature.
But when the others enter the room, that's when they're gonna go up with the crystal and be like, mission complete.
So can't get up here. So lurking in the background. Okay. So yeah, you all of you enter into the temple, and Corbin
And then the
walks
door
towards
shuts.
the obelisk with the given gem, spell gem, which is another spell gem. Actually, Zakan, I think with that detect magic before, you would have got this as well. This one,
yeah.
the one that's been given to you, has a hallow spell in it. Hello.
Hello. Because it's going to reconsecrate the area.
Reconsecrate,
Right?
yeah, and protect the area. Yeah.
Once this is placed, I think we are going to have whatever Ogremak can throw at us for some amount of time. Did I write it down, or were we told how long it would be? I think it's just some amount of time.
Nope. No specifics were
We
given.
were
Just
told
that
to put
Ogremock would
the
be pissed off.
Right? Like, and that's kind of how Corbin is like, I was told to put the rock in the bigger rock. I wasn't told that I needed to fix what happens after that.
We can just hightail it out of here.
No,
After-
we can't, and you know we can't. Where did my camera go? Piggy, no. My cat said that was enough FaceTime. I'm sorry.
No more camera.
Y'all didn't need to see me no more.
Oh, hang on. Sorry, let me move everyone back.
Do we
You're not wrong. I'm just very tired.
Cats.
do we imagine that whatever
Curse
comes
you.
to attack
I
us
got
will come
everyone.
out of the temple? If it's the
Okay,
case, we can
but
lay
nobody
a
judge
number
me
of
if I
traps and
start
things.
yeeting petrified guards at whatever comes at us. 'Cause I will.
Are we prepared for this fight?
Mm-mm.
No comment.
Right? Everybody sort of is like one of those as
Um.
prepared as we're gonna be.
Are we ever really prepared?
That's fair enough. And if it's our time, then it's our time. Do we have anything we could set up in the mouth of the temple then? If they are coming out of the temple, we can use that to our advantage.
I can buy us some more time of them getting to us in the temple. I
The
could
webs.
the vines that I did the last time when we first started fighting the Medusa, I could put a barrier around us and then put the stone in, kind of giving us an extra layer of protection that they would have to get through before we went to go fight. We could use it as a barricade.
Could be
Also
good.
potentially hide.
Yeah, it's great cover, and we can slither through it and stab. It'd be great.
Could we
Careful how much you
potentially get?
sliver, you might make a new Medusa by mistake.
Could we get Webster perhaps to, I don't know, set something up in the mouth of the temple and then pointing around at the
Last
sort of
time I sent
like
them into the
various
mouth of
entrances to this
something,
plaza?
a Medusa came. They're gonna ask Webster, kind of like in one of those sort of like, "Are you okay with that?" Last time I sent you into a hole, there was a Medusa in it, but we've checked and everything should be okay. But
The eight eyes narrow in like resolve, and it's just like
okay, so and then they kind of like re-point out where Zakan had pointed out before. Would I need to make a roll for them to use their web shot, or are we just saying that this is battle prep and they do it?
where are you putting it, sorry?
I think Zakan was
So
just
it's
pointing
the,
out all the
like,
entrances,
mouth of the temple,
kind
yeah,
of
and
like
then-
where, the
yeah.
mouth of the temple.
The stairways.
And then entrances to the plaza. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause I don't know where stuff is going to come from. I'm kind of assuming the temple, but like they might come from
Yeah, like,
elsewhere. But
When do we know the reconsecration is done? Will that lead them away? We're supposed to do cleanup as well. That is like there's a real question, because if we can't get everything, I don't want it to be like and then it ate the crystal and they had to start from scratch.
The druids.
yeah, I think we have to protect the crystal. We have to protect it until it's done or something.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, the druid said you would know.
It did. The druid did. They were like, follow your heart. I'm like, I have like 3 of those. Which one do you want me to follow? I think changelings have like multiple organs. I have 3 hearts. Which one do you want me to follow? But if they don't have to roll for those webs,
no, it's fine. Yeah, Webster just clogs up the 2 stairways, and as you see, the other way is blocked by fallen rock.
Yep, and then I'm gonna cast my entangle just to like kind of give us that extra layer of protection.
Around where you are.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, how does that work?
It's 90. It says it's 90 feet, so I would only be able to do it like once. I'm picking a strategic place to put it. I don't think it would be able, unless you let me flavor it that way. It would make a circle around us, like basically make a briar.
It's a 20-foot, 20-foot square.
Yeah, so it would just have to be a spot. Yeah.
Yeah, so if you can make a 20-foot square around the pillar.
Yeah, I could.
Or in one direction from the pillar, because you can be on the edge of the square.
Can I prepare the action so when something comes at us, that's where where I would like to focus it?
Yeah, underneath it. Mm-hmm.
Well, then, if everything is prepared, then I think it's go time, guys.
Yeah, so you start to cast the magic, and the vines and things start to kind of manifest, ethereally in your hand, and you hold it there, waiting. Okay. Indeed. And as you hold that magic in one hand and place the spell gem with the other.
And I guess as the gem's getting placed, just draw an arrow, holding holding for anything to appear with malicious intent.
So you're in there next to the pillar as well.
Yeah, Zakan will also hide. Is there anywhere sufficiently dark where they'd be invisible, or can I just stealth hide?
The
it's mostly dark in here. I had to illuminate it. You guys have dark vision.
It's empty apart from this men here, so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if they can find somewhere that's dark, then we'll take advantage of that feature and say,
what's the range on the mace's light, Corbin? You got that?
Oh, can't hear you, Buns, even though it doesn't say you're muted.
I thought I pushed the button. I'm sorry. It doesn't say what the light is. I had to put it in as a regular mace. You have all the special stats, remember?
Oh, I see. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I thought I had it too.
Oozing temple. There you are.
Itchy foot.
Okay, let's see. Here we are. Not very useful. It glows as brightly as a torch.
Thanks.
So I guess whatever a torch does.
I think it's 10 and 10 for a torch. So it's 10 of bright light, 10 of dim. So the extremities of the room would be dark. So that little nook behind the stairs where you are, Zakan, and up towards that staircase,
on you guys to
Laura.
have my back.
They just melt into the shadows. Bye.
Yeah. Again with the timing.
Yeah, like Alora may as well be invisible, and Zakan is literally invisible.
And like I said, I am depending on you guys to back me up when they start casting the magic. And I think because it's something that they were supposed to be doing naturally, it kind of starts off that way, the same way that when their magic goes, like their mask sort of starts glowing, but this time it's accentuated by that halo of spores that's been around them since they merged with the mushroom growth.
Mm-hmm.
And like that's how it kind of starts, and then the spores come down and like surround the gem as they kind of move forward and kind of place it like, please don't kill me, man. This is and then
okay.
And I think what you say is like hello. I think that's how Corbin would understand it too. So they would be like, "Welcome back," and then they would put it down into its place in the obelisk.
Yep. All right. So let me just do this here. Okay. Right. So, Zakan, you're going off up to that area there. So, are you just invisible? You just count as invisible?
Yeah, so I think it's like if you are in a spot where someone would need dark vision to see you, then
Yes,
you're invisible.
Yes. I see. Noted. And Elora, can you give me a stealth check?
Yes, I can. 18.
18.
Pretty well
Noted.
hidden.
Thank you.
And Ibzakon is walking a bit into the temple, like until it's darkness. How far can they see into it with their 90 feet of dark vision?
90 feet.
90 feet. And it's just like a hallway kind of thing, right?
Which way are you looking, sorry?
Like into the temple.
Just the space as you see it on the map, with the men here in the middle.
Oh, like this, we were in the temple.
Yeah, this is the temple. Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
That's the men here. They're in the center.
I see. I thought like this was like a forecourt kind of thing. My misunderstanding. Okay, so this is the temple, and yeah. Cool.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's just be keeping an eye out.
Hey, Tankers and Tails, good to see you.
Bow drawn.
So, Corbin reaches forward and places the spell gem in the menhir in the center. And sorry, I was looking at other parts of the book. Corbin, as the ruby begins to glow against the menhir, the walls begin to rumble, and a large section of the rock's surface detaches. Interestingly, thank you, Zakan, for your choice of parts of the cavern. The large section of wall directly behind you detaches, pulls itself free of the wall, and attacks as a earth elemental enters into the temple.
You did mention something about like humanoid figures embedded in the wall.
I did.
Yeah.
So, let's get some
I thought they
initiative,
were
my
for more
friends.
nefarious purposes.
Nefarious to us. Well, time to find out if we should have taken a long rest or not. Let's see how we go.
Stop.
Right.
You mess with
We can always just
much.
piece the hell out.
Hello.
And be like, sorry, we tried.
Okay. Child.
There's Alora. Corbin, which of your friends do you choose? I choose you.
For something like this, I do not think fire or anything like that will do much, but maybe get in the way and cause possible damage. So it's like the freaking role playing. They pick Webster.
Okay. So like
Let me
Shakushio,
roll my
run.
fierceness.
So Shakushio kind of flies up past where Laura disappeared to.
I was gonna give him like anybody who's not us attack Sharkishio, but no, let's be honest, that's not.
Now you get to use one of your friends and one alone.
I knew. I didn't expect to use any of my friends. I do not have the thing up, but I do know I have to roll a d4 to see what I get with that, right?
On your turn, yeah.
Okay.
And use
I
your
rolled
first
initiative,
bonus
it was
action
an
to get them
11.
to attack.
Yeah.
All right. So as the earth elemental removes itself from the wall, it is aware of you, Zakan, and will attack you, but not before a elven rogue lurking in the shadows. And Zakan and Corbin has done their thing. So, Alora, you're first. What would you like to do?
So Laura spent the entirety of the last battle just shooting arrows uselessly. So I think coming from this hidden position, going to surprise this elemental, she's going to run up with her short sword if I'm within enough movement.
Oh, it's fine. Yeah, it's okay.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to use Dawnbringer.
Yeah, this is not an accurate map. We're using Theatre of the Mind. Yeah. Just to see kind of where people are. Okay, so yeah, you charge and surprise. Well, that's the. I mean, you get surprised when you attack with your bow because it's a hidden attack, whereas you've broken cover to run at the creature.
Okay.
So I'm afraid you don't have surprise on that melee attack.
It's all right. There's still someone within 5 feet, so if I do hit, okay, that's a 27.
Nice hits.
Okay. And that's going to be 12 radiant damage.
Okay. So
And
this
then
is which blade are you using?
the Dawnbringer.
Dawnbringer. Okay, and you get the sense of kind of elation from you, and you hear, because remember, Dawnbringer can't speak. You hear its voice. It just kind of like it's polite and keeps in the background most of the time, but you hear its voice is like, "Yes, Alora, these creatures are corrupted, evil. Ogre Spain has sent them. Let us send them back."
Looks like we're here for a reason.
Okay, so how much radiant was that, sorry?
That was 12 radiant damage,
Gotcha.
and because this creature has not taken a turn yet, and I have an ally within 5 feet, I can roll sneak attack damage.
Nice. Well, because the sneak attack is the ally thing. Oh yeah, no, you have advantage on
like
so,
that
yeah, you have
alert
advantage
feat or something?
No, it's because they're an assassin. So yeah, actually, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you roll. It's a critical hit. Any hits you make before they've taken a turn is a critical hit.
Oh shit, yeah.
Well, I rolled 12 radiant damage.
Was that 12 on the dice or with a modifier?
That was 12 with a 1d8 plus 6.
Okay, so 6 on the dice. So that's 18. Another 6 damage then.
Okay.
Well, actually, no, sorry. Roll another d8.
Roll another d8.
Mm-hmm.
That's 6. So it's going to be 18.
They worked out the same. Does the sneak
So
attack
it's another
double as
damage.
well?
And it's a critical hit, so yeah, double that sneak attack damage as well. Oh, double the number of dice.
Oh, well, it's a 3d6 originally.
So 66 now.
Wow.
So one more 3d6, I guess.
One more 3d6. Okay. I'm getting 18 plus 8 plus
Assassin, baby.
12. Wow.
That's like
So-
30 damage.
Total
So it's 18 plus 8. So there we go.
26.
And then plus 12. So,
26, so
yeah.
like 38 on the sneak attack.
No, 18 plus 12. So
Oh, 18
that's
sneak attack. Okay.
30.
Yeah, I already did the other one. Okay, nice. So yes, your assassin's instincts click in, and you lunge from the shadows, and Dawnbringer's elation swings and rings through the metal of the blade as it extends out. Sorry, not the illumination of the blade as the light bathes the cavern. You see the hideous features of this moving stone and earth, and the blade cuts deep its magical energy, negating the creature's resistances, and you carve off a huge chunk of stone, which just falls inanimate to the floor. Okay, any bonus actions?
Wow, yes. I have, now that you mention it, I have double sword fighting, so on my offhand
Yes.
I can do my Moonblade.
Indeed, yes, the dawn and the moon working in perfect unison once again.
So cool.
So that's a straight 8 roll. Did I get that +5? I get a +5, so it's 13.
To hit.
Yeah, on my offhand.
Okay, yeah, you swing, but I'm afraid the large side of this creature just kind of turns, and the angle that you hit it doesn't actually work, and it glances off the rock and does not hit it. I'm afraid. Zakam.
Cool. So, is this thing like right next to Zakan? Like
Yes.
are they in melee
Yeah,
of it now?
no, it has tremor sense, so it figured out where you were and just has gone for you.
So yeah, it doesn't need its sight to do. Cool. Well, in that case, since we're melee, I think they're gonna swap the bow for the glaive then.
Hey, Beta. Okay.
And we'll just take we'll just start by taking 2 attacks with that.
Go for it. Mind if I up the music a little here?
Okay, then.
Where is it?
Instead of just insert battling.
I made myself a nice little epic music set here for Icewind Dale the other day, using some of the Vox Machina cartoon music. I think let's have a little taste of that.
Stab box. Come here. Come on.
Okay, so how'd you go, Zagan?
All right. Well, Alora, not the only ambushing assassin type. With the first quick swing of the glaive, that's going to be a natural 20.
Yep, there it is.
Hey!
As Scanlan's guitar kicks in. If you've got them, folks, let them fly.
So let's see. We got 4 damage there. Yeah. So that's 10 plus the extra d8 for the ambusher. So that's 16. Plus I'm gonna pop on favored foe. A little bit more. An extra 3, so 19 damage.
Total? Nice.
Total. And then also with the Dread Ambusher feat, I get an additional attack on this first turn only. So we swing again with the glaive. That's the wrong dice. Why did I roll that one? This one. Ish. That's going to be not as good. 15.
Hey, Lee. Okay, and that is a miss, I'm afraid. Again, these second attacks not finding purchase as you hope. It just glances
damn.
off the solid rock of the surface of the creature.
All right.
By the
well,
way, is that magical damage?
The glaive is not. It's just slashing, I believe.
Okay, so what was the slashing again?
Let me see. So I guess it would be 16. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
And then 3 damage. It's just the favored foe damage, so I'm not sure what type of that is.
But that's magical, right?
I would kind of assume so.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
It's an magical ability. So yeah, the glaive attack does not do as much damage as you hoped.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Thank you, Corbin.
All right, so should I do Webster's attacks first? Yes, no? Should I wait for the shredding to stop?
We were all just in it, sorry.
And what do you want to? So what you're checking
I was
first?
asking, do I do, I rolled the ferocity first, right?
Roll the frenzy first. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ferocity. Yes.
Sorry,
you got it
the
right. Yeah,
Beastmaster thing keeps calling it ferocity, yeah.
No, yeah, that's right. That's correct. I was wrong.
3.
3. Okay. Thank you.
Where did you go, Flynn?
So you're commanding Webster to attack.
Yes, that'll be, and that is my bonus action in order to do that, right?
Yes. Yeah.
All right. Then for a
Just this first time.
I don't think there's anything for me to do that involves 3, so it would have to be. So I'm gonna have him do the stabilizing attack. The spider makes their signature attack, which is the bite. On a hit, it deals its normal effects, and the target has disadvantage on its next attack roll they make before the start of the spider's next.
Are you using the destabilizing attack? Nice.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, roll the
Roll
the
20.
attack is +6 to hit.
Okay, so it wouldn't be because it says here it's only +5. I just add 1 more to my roll.
It's +3 plus your proficiency bonus, which is +3 at the moment. So it's d20 +6 to hit.
Okay. I'm just letting you know that the original roll that I do, I'm going to have to add 1 to it no matter what
Okay.
it is.
Yep, that's fine.
Because it's only set at 5. Did it do it? No.
So what was the roll tape?
I clicked it. It didn't do anything. There it is. It would be an 11.
Not enough, I'm afraid. Okay, so so Webster just
other one
jumps
is
forward
up.
and tries to bite into the creature, but is unable to pierce through the tough hide of this elemental.
All right. But that's okay. They were just a distraction.
Yes, but next time you'll get +1 on the ferocity as well because of the elemental being there. Now that they're in combat.
Ooh, awesome.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. And your good self.
All right. So now and I need myself. I would like to. Where is it? I would like to activate symbiotic entity.
Okay.
Which will give me extra HP and double damage dice for my Halo of Spores damage. But it's just something for me to do. It is not an actual attack right now. I don't think I can attack right after I do that.
Are you going to move over next to the creature?
Yeah, after I do it, which isn't a roll to do it. I just do it.
No, that's fine. Yeah, you have to use one of your wild shapes.
All right, let me mark it.
Yeah, double damage for the Halo
And
Spores and an extra d6 necrotic damage when you hit with a melee weapon attack.
8. Right,
How-
but I don't have a bonus action, so I can try to do said actual other attack. So I think that's the end of my turn after I move. I just
You're going to do your arm blade?
would I be able to do my arm blade? I didn't think I got another attack.
You haven't done an attack yet, right? That was Webster's
Yeah,
attack
I
before.
didn't know. That was Webster's attack, but is my symbiotic entity does that take an action? I didn't know. It doesn't say.
It doesn't say it. Oh no, so it takes
Doesn't
one action.
say.
Yeah, no, it does say one action. My bad. Yeah, there it is. I see.
All right, so then yes.
So yeah, just awaken that, and you're ready to attack.
Yep, and then so next
Nice.
turn I will be doing that thing. But I am
Hey,
still gonna
more
move
raiders. Michael Howe Arts, thank you so much. Good to see everybody. Welcome in, welcome in. Yes, jump in that giveaway.
Mark in
I hope
my
you had a fantastic
temporary-
stream. We are fighting an earth elemental in the outskirts of Blingdenstone in the Underdark. All right, thank you there, Corbin. And that brings us finally to the earth elemental's turn. It is
Boo.
now has choices. So I'm going to roll
Ew.
and see who it goes for. Oop. Okay, it was facing Yuzakon, but as this vicious magical blade digs into its side, it spins on Alora and goes to slam with its massive rock fists.
Good, my poor old bones.
First one, dirty 20.
My poor old bones.
Does that hit? I take that hits, right? Thank you for the follow.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
that is eight bludgeoning damage, Alora.
If I
And
use
it has-
uncanny valley, can I have that?
You have it to 4, yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then it brings around its second fist. Slam! 27 to hit.
It's second fist.
Has 2. Only 2. Second and last fist. That is 13 bludgeoning damage, so a total of 17.
Ooh. Okay. I can use my reaction have the attack. It doesn't say any particular limit of how many attacks I can.
No, you get one reaction a turn.
Just one? Okay.
Yep, sorry. All right. So that's all it does there. And then brings us back to you, Laura.
All right. Well, down to 8.
Ugh. Already.
17, and then the other one was 4. Yep, I'm down to 8. I'm a fragile little elf. Let's see. I should have another potion in my inventory. If everyone doesn't mind me using one.
Elemental smash.
Please,
Yes,
do.
I'm
not made of spell slots.
yeah, I know. I said, I have a potion of healing. So that's 2d4 plus 2. So
There you
I
go.
use my
There's Michael Howe Arts channel there, everyone. Jump over there, give them a follow. Thanks for the raid, my friend. They have been streaming art. Does what it says on the tin.
So I'm gonna use my action for the potion. I'm gonna receive 6 hit points. And my bonus action, maybe I don't want to get hit again right now, so I think I'm gonna hide.
Now, sorry, Alora, let me remind you of our new health potion rule. If you want to use your action to drink it, you can get the max healing from it, if you drink it carefully.
Oh, okay. Alright, then it was 2d4 plus 2, so that's 8, 10. Okay.
So 10 total, yeah.
Nice. That rule's so cool. That's a real fun one.
Right, that's a Robert Hartley GM special.
Just a little bit of flavor in there. Mm-hmm. A mechanic
And
as
then
well.
if you want to go with a regular bonus action, then you roll, because you spilled some.
Yeah.
He was like, chugging it back.
So I'm gonna use my bonus action maybe to disengage, but I can't hide. I don't want an opportunity to attack right now. So I'm gonna disengage.
Disengage and dash back.
Yes.
Okay, so I'll just move you a little bit away there. Thank you. All right. Thank you. And that brings us to Zakaran with Corbin on deck.
Yeah. I think like seeing Alora withdraw and take those like really heavy hits, Zakan's not sure if they can afford to take those. So I think what I'm gonna do is cast Protection from Evil and Good on myself.
Okay, remind me what that does.
Protected against certain types of creatures, aberrations, celestials, elementals, fae fiends, and undead. Creatures of these types have disadvantage on attack rolls against the target.
Nice.
The target also can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed by them.
Okay, now I know I used this to represent being petrified last time, but I'm going to put this as your aura here, okay?
And yet,
It's a flexible icon.
yeah. So that will replace favored foe.
Okay.
I didn't think about that. They're both concentration, but
I got you.
that's fine.
Noted. Thank you.
Yeah, and then I don't think I've got any like in the way of bonus action or anything. Let me just have a quick look. Actually, what I'll do, I'm going to use Channel Divinity, the feature Harness Divine Power to regain an expended spell slot.
Nice. Jump in there. Okay.
Bust that in, and then yeah, I think just do that.
Nice.
Oh, and as a free action, could they ready their net? Or is it a bonus action to prepare a weapon? I don't remember.
Do you have an offhand? If you're not using your if you're not going to use your glaive next time, you can just grab it. If you're switching one weapon for another, it's a bonus action. But if you're just going to use your offhand, that's fine.
Oh, cool.
Only time will tell. They are currently level 5. Okay, and Corbin. As you come forward, this cloud of spores just emanating from you.
It does, and I don't roll for that for Halo of Spores. It just I just rolled damage. It just
On their turn, yeah. So not yet.
Yeah. But as far as my turn goes, there was something about extras to melee attacks.
Yeah, if you make an attack, you get an extra d6.
Yep, and I am going to be doing it with my body. I never quite understood. So symbiotic entity, wild shape, to awaken. Basically a giant plant person now.
Yes.
It doesn't say
That's
anything
fine.
about my body being a weapon, so I don't want to be like I punched them.
That's fine.
and they
As a
get
monk,
splinters.
as a monk, your body is your weapon.
Yeah. Okay. So then I will lay roll.
Mushroom druid monk thing.
Oh yes. So you or you can use your
Yeah.
arm blade, whichever you prefer.
I can still use my arm blade,
Yeah.
even like this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely.
So then I will roll.
Yeah, because isn't it a tattoo on your arm, right? That just
Yes.
becomes a blade. Just like, yeah.
It's the best thing and the coolest thing.
Yeah, spore.
But it.
Circle of spores.
23 to hit.
33. 23 will hit.
2-3.
Yeah,
23.
Yeah, 23 will hit. So I just realized what I said. I was like,
And
no.
That's so much. I only rolled the one. So, and then I do an extra d6 of damage, right?
You hit, yep. So yeah, the damage was a d6.
All right. So then the original damage is a 5, but the extra damage I get from the symbiotic entity, that's what I was saying.
Yep, it's a d6. Yeah.
Yeah. So here's my other d6. So yeah, 5 plus 1. So it's a 6.
All right. Thank you. So yeah, as you lash out, as the blade springs from its tattoo form into your hand, and you lash forward and it cuts into the creature, you see where it hits, the spores kind of just adhere to the surface, and these cracks
Yes.
of necrotic black, kind of energy just start to spread
Like
across.
The
Yeah.
same kind of energy that comes out when I use my hand of harm, like that
Yes.
purpley black.
Yeah, totally.
And for my bonus action, I'm gonna have Webster kind of work in tandem with me, where it's like after that attack, I was kind of like to be making way for Webster to kind of come in again for another one of those things. I don't have to roll ferocity before every turn, do I?
You do, yeah.
Just before every encounter.
No, every turn. So another d4, please.
Every turn. Okay. All right. I thought it was every encounter. That's awesome. So I have one left from the last time. No,
Yep.
just the one, please. Thank you. And add that to 2, which puts me back at 3, which is great.
But and then plus 1 for the rock elemental being there as well, so it's 4 total.
What's 4? Oh wait, do I have anything for 4? No, I think the next thing is like a 5.
Where is it? Yeah, unfortunately.
The next thing is web, and it's a 5. I'm 1 short. Wait,
try another destabilizing
you need to take
attack?
him down. Yeah, I'm gonna do
No.
another destabilize.
Remember, your bonus action is your own now. You don't have to command Webster every time.
Oh, okay.
So you can do a flurry of blows if you want.
Oh, awesome. I'm gonna get this roll for Webster out the way. Webster's thing. Roll that bite. Huzzah! 21 to hit. Yes.
Webster's? Yeah, that hits. The damage is a d6 plus 3.
Oh yeah, that definitely hits. Oh no, my headphones died. I do not know if you're talking, but I cannot hear you right now.
It's d6 plus 3 for the damage.
Nope. 1 second.
Bear with us, folks. A couple of tech goblins to slay. We get Dreaded GM's tech goblin sword. Rah. Enjoy some Scanlan shredding while you're waiting. Here it comes. It's so great when they use it in the cartoon. It kicked in, it's just like, yes! Immediately jump to YouTube and get the books back in OST.
Yeah, someone lent me their Prime account, so I'm gonna give it a check because I didn't watch the original broadcasts or anything,
Okay.
so I'll see
It's
it
nice.
just as the show.
Yeah,
Sorry about that.
I won't
Yeah,
spoil
I couldn't
anything.
hear
You good
you.
back? You back?
Okay,
Okay,
no.
good, cool. So d6 plus 3 damage.
Yes. Roll the 6 plus 3.
Noise. Okay. 9. Now, unfortunately, this is not a magic attack,
Yeah.
so it has resistance, but it's down to still 4 damage.
It was more so making them, having them have disadvantage on their next attack roll that we could do stuff. It was more for that than anything else.
Yeah. The good news is that bloodies it. Webster bloodies it there.
Yes, that's the second time I've bloodied somebody before Alora eventually took that amount. But I'm helping.
Indeed. I have put the token on it. Yeah.
This will give us a good
console.
idea of how hard one of these are to take down for when we have to fight 10 more.
Waves of combat. Wave combat. Okay, and Corbin, you gonna do your flurry of blows?
Yep. And then I think.
Okay, so 2 unarmed strikes.
Mushroom punch.
Job. That first one is a 13 to hit.
Misses, I'm afraid.
Ah, okay. So the second one, let's see. 21.
Nice, that hits.
This my unarmed strike technically counts as a melee. So do I still get that extra d6?
Yeah, we said your body's a weapon. So is it every?
No? Okay, cool.
Is it
Because
every
I
attack?
just rolled, it's
Just
the
double
2
check. It's not
damage.
once. Yeah, when you hit with an attack. So yeah.
Yep. All right, cool.
So
For
you're
a total of what is up with these d6s? A total of 3 damage. Yay.
what was the punch? Unarmed strike?
The punch is always a designated 2 bludgeoning damage.
Just 2. Okay,
Right,
so that, I'm afraid that's
yeah.
half to 1. I'm afraid, and it's +1 with the necrotic.
Punch in stone.
Okay.
Helping.
Yes, you are helping. You are helping little by little. But as
chip it away.
the gems, Michael, are you can use the channel points to give inspiration or disadvantage. So I have disadvantage, and our players have inspiration, as you can see.
Very
Everyone's so
inspiring.
very nice.
Very nice. Okay, so that brings us to the Earth Elemental's turn. Who does it turn on? 1, 2, 3. I'm sorry, Corbin. The Earth Elemental rounds on Webster.
What?
I'm sorry. 16. 42. Make sure I've got the right stats for him. Has he been injured? Yeah, we got injured
No.
before, didn't he? He got injured against the Medusa?
No, it was that was the first attack was them being turned to stone.
Okay, so he should have 42 HP, not 36.
Oh, where is his HP at?
There we go. So if you click on the token, it's the green circle,
Oh, okay.
and then the blue circle's his armor class.
I've just been looking at the character sheet, expecting it to be up there.
All right, so it turns with that massive stone fist, slam down towards Webster's fuzzy body. Natural 20.
No. Webster.
42 is
I
pretty
would
hefty.
like to give
42
Webster
is pretty
my
hefty.
advantage.
Webster has
My
Oh, hang on. Only time will tell gave me disadvantage. The first roll was a natural 20. The second roll was a natural 1.
Only time will tell. The hero of this session.
Clearly.
Yay!
I got 28 and a 9. Hey, if you got them, folks, let those phoenixes fly for a good reason. I do not want to kill Webster either.
And I missed the third time. Went on like this for
Kept him from
several
getting
hours.
squashed.
All right. Okay. Whew. So yes, that misses. The second attack
I'm so happy I made that thing.
also goes to Webster. Don't you natural 20 this next one. Let me just get this disadvantage out of the way here. 19, so it hits, but it's not a critical hit.
At least.
17 bludgeoning damage on Webster.
Okay, no, we're fine. No,
Yeah, he's
we're
good. He's
cool.
good. They're good. I'm not sure. We haven't sexed them, I don't think. Okay.
His butter boo. His butter boo.
Yeah, right, Papa Dragon. Both ends of the spectrum there. Natural 20 and a natural well on the same roll. Okay, which brings us... Oh, and Corbin, roll me 2d4 spore damage.
Ha! Okay.
Sorry, it should have been the start of his turn, but it wouldn't have killed him, so it's okay.
1, 2d4 for a total of 4.
All right, thank you. So again, yes, just this cloud of spores is just like sticking to him and just like corrupting the elemental energies that are animating the stone. Okay, Alora. Off in the shadows. What do you do?
Running out of the fray just to run right back in with Dawnbringer.
Yeah, like Dawnbringer's like chatting. He's like, "What are you doing? Can you get back in there?"
Bye!
I did not sit in that tomb for all those centuries just to run away from the fight.
You not running from nothing. You don't got legs. Like I was just.
You want to talk so much, then you better hit. And you roll it.
Go for it.
Do I want to take the risk and be in the fray? No, I don't. I'm going back as my bonus action. I'm like, no, this isn't working
Nope.
out.
Fight smarter, not harder. Fight smarter. It's
Well,
fine.
Dawnbringer, I tried, okay?
What did you roll, Alora? Sorry, what did you roll?
An 11.
Ah, okay, yeah, afraid not.
Oh yeah, you were just like.
He's like, nope.
Ah.
I'm not trying to die again. I've taken enough risks.
Okay, so you
Go to
just
different
bonus action
phrases.
disengage.
Yes.
Okay, and darts off into the shadows again. Corbin's like, oh, Alora, bye.
Wait, and I like to think that's what's happening. You see Corbin just like get rocked. You're just like. Like a gift of that baby coming around
Yeah, exactly.
the
It's just like, no. Exactly what I was going for. Okay,
Like
so Cam.
it's
Cool.
How about Zakam?
Yeah, this will be our last round here.
The last round.
I mean, are you okay? Are you okay to go a little bit longer? Like another half hour or so?
I'll probably have to go after this round, I think.
Okay. No problem. Let's cut it off then.
Okay,
Yeah.
for dinner.
Sorry, we're on the wrong hemisphere. We gotta go sleep.
That's me doing my time zone calculation wrong again. Sorry.
No, all good. Yeah, I was just keeping an eye. I would love to, but yeah. Let's see. So what we're going to do is we've got that net out, and we're gonna try this. We're gonna toss that net to try and tangle up
Okay.
Yon
Go for it.
Yon Golem. All right. So let's make an attack roll. See how that goes. Hey, that's a 24.
Yeah, it works on a large creature, so that's good. Just want to double check that.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's not huge, right?
Okay,
Nice.
so yeah, you roll to hit, and then creature. Yeah, it's restrained.
Yeah. So then it can use its action on its turn to break free with a DC like 10 strength check, which I assume it'll make, but it will waste its action doing so.
It would.
We'll waste time, and that's what's important.
Okay, so yeah, it's
and
kind of
it's
just
restrained right now?
and it's just it's like those fishing nets that just like perfectly open out, it's just like over the creature and just like.
I wasn't sure if that would work.
Do that more often.
Yeah. Let's see. Alright, so I think what I'm gonna do is as a bonus action, can Zakan just look for like if there's any kind of like control gem crystal, like something that can be pried off or removed from it?
I mean, I think you're thinking Golem. This is a Earth Elemental.
Okay, so it's got nothing like that, eh?
Yeah, I mean, it's conjured by magic. So, like,
Okay.
if you were like able to dispel it, maybe.
In that case, I think as a bonus action. I don't have too much I can do, so we'll just get the glaive back out. And heck, why don't we go ahead and we'll get out of immediate melee with it. So to just a 10-foot distance.
Okay, so you're gonna disengage. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I can't disengage, so it'll take an attack.
Oh, okay.
Well, if it chooses to, I suppose.
Okay, so you're 10 feet away from it now.
Yeah.
Just put yourself over by Shakushio there, just to represent that.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, and he gets an attack of opportunity. Swam. 19.
With a disadvantage.
Oh, yeah, 13.
13 won't do it.
Nice. Okay, and you good?
Yep, and then Corbin's attacks will have advantage while it's restrained.
Yes, and are you going to attack as well? Oh, you did the net. That's right. My bad.
Yeah, the net was.
Okay, so yes, Corbin with advantage against the restrained.
With advantage, I think we're all
He's
now on the regular fury of blows. Let's go for this.
Get them attacks, all with advantage.
Okay, so roll the first arm blade
Turn
attack.
strike. Oh,
You take the attack
it's
action
at
first.
advantage, so double, right?
Roll twice. Take the higher. Yeah.
Does a 16 make it?
It does not.
Anything's
afraid.
better than the one that I rolled.
But you can still do the flurry of blows. You don't have to hit.
Okay, then let's fury these blows.
And mark off those key points, eh?
I will. That first one is a 24 to hit.
Nice.
I rolled a nat 20. I know I'm supposed to roll with advantage, but like I don't want to.
You
Yeah,
can't do any
you have
better.
advantage. Yeah.
You said what?
But, oh, there's not. Yeah, the first one's a nat 20. Then it's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah,
and
nat 20.
then-
Nice. And roll the second one just while we're at it.
Hey, 18.
18 also hits. Okay, so roll me. What would it be? Hang on. Roll me 3d6 necrotic
One,
plus
two,
the 4 for the attack.
It's 20 damage. 16 for on the dice, and then the plus 4.
Nice. And halved. The punch is halved. So 18 there. Nice. Okay, so yeah, slam, and again the necrotic energy from the spores just like permeating its surface and corrupting the elemental energies there. Okay, which brings it to its
It hit
turn.
Webster one time, and Corbin just went.
Roll me that 2d4 necrotic damage for your spores, Corbin. As it starts in your thing.
Rolling. Okay, total 7.
27.
No, total 7.
A total of 7. Excuse me. I was like, wow.
I wish.
2d4,
Jeez,
amazing.
I bet after that last one.
Okay, it's looking pretty bust up now. But it turns angrily to the two of you. You and Webster stood there stoically in its face. It goes for Webster with the first one. Sorry, my D6
gonna-
does not like Webster.
Can I
Break that net, or is it gonna
get
keep it
away
on?
and take the hit?
Say again, sorry.
Me or is it Colin?
You, please, Buns.
Can I jump in the way? Can I? Jump
There
in
are
the way.
abilities that let you do that. Sorry.
Gotcha.
But with the disadvantage, it missed on that first attack.
Yeah.
And the second one goes for you, Corbin.
Of course.
16. That
Wait,
hits,
I
it's
want to be
14.
excited because that's actually a low number for once. No. Wait, no,
That's
I think I get extra AC because of my thing because I'm at a 14 now. So I gotta
Yep.
check real quick
With the spores.
From what?
from the symbiotic entity.
You get
know it gives me
you get temporary
temporary
HP. You've got temporary HP. Yeah.
But it doesn't give me any additives to my AC.
Afraid not.
Oh,
But
I was hoping
but
it
it'd
did.
be minus
Okay, yeah,
8 from this
14,
damage.
okay.
So
See,
yeah,
there you go.
slam. That is 14 reduced to 6 with the temporary HP.
Hey, I still have 2 temporary HP.
No, it was 14. 14 reduces, so it's 8 temporary HP that you had. So that's gone.
Oh, I thought you said 6. I apologize.
That's okay. It was after the temporary HP, it was 6 into your actual HP.
Oh, into my actual HP. Thank you.
Yeah. So the temporary HP are gone, and then 6 left over. So it slams down angrily and just like leans back and just roars at you all, which brings us to the back of the top of the round, which we will stop at as a nice place to pick up next time.
Start with the Laura.
Indeed. The finisher and the starter.
Okay. Screaming back at this thing. It's like screaming at her, and she's like screaming back at it on the ground, like under its hand.
All right. Thank you, everyone. A massive thank you to everyone that's joined us. It's been an absolute pleasure to spend this adventure with you, as always. Let us quickly jump around here and say what is going on this week with us, and then give you a final chance to jump in the giveaway. As it says there in chat, !enter for your chance to win CZRPG's Encounter Bundle. Do join us tomorrow or later on today, depending where you are in the world, for Barovia and Beyond, with today a new player. I've played with them before, but they are new to the channel, so please do join us to meet the new player tonight. And then tomorrow will be Wild Beyond the Witchlight and Jacinta's Tyranny, and then we have Candlekeep Mysteries on Saturday, which will bring us around to Monday or Sunday evening, depending where you are, which we have a special one-shot featuring 3 members of the community and our good friend Josh the Pirate from Corsair's Cove, and then that'll bring us around to Rime of the Frost Maiden again. I hope you're able to join us whenever you can. First, let us see who is our winner here as we close up these entries. Gone. Okay, tonight's copy of the CZRPG bundle goes to Robblejax. Congratulations. Okay, congratulations, my friend. One of our players on Monday or Sunday, depending where you are. So I'll be sending that your way, Robblejax. Congratulations. Okay, thank you, everybody. Stick around. We're going to go raiding. Get yourself some of those Dream Pie channel points so you can help out these 3 poor people next time they're continuing to battle these corrupted earth elementals. And let us see how that goes. Okay, so let's see who's on.
You all heard the plural there. You heard that plural earth elementals. We got more coming.
Did I say that plural? Okay, so.
Oh, geez, just Res, we got another
Inca Lair. Sorry, yeah, we are just about to go raiding ourselves. Welcome in, raiders. Stick around, grab some channel points. It's good to see you all. I hope you had a fantastic session as well. Good to see you, okay, who is on at the moment? Any of our crew? No.
I can put them, all the spider webs and stuff all around us, and all it's done is make it harder for us to get out of here.
Yes.
We're trapped in here with them.
Oops. All right, so let's see who is online. Okay, let's go and see our friends over at the Adventure Archive. Hey everyone, hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining us, and thank you other raiders as well. It was a pleasure to have you all here, and we'll see you all again very, very soon. Just make sure that's gone through correct. Yes, okay. Hey, as I said, everyone, do stick around for the raid, grab yourself some of those things, and let us say goodbye for today, though, my friends. So, stick around for the raid. If you've got them, let those phoenixes fly. But, until next time, as we like to say around these parts, Oyasumi Nasai. Thank you, everyone. Bye.